In today's video, we are trying to demonstrate how you can use CSS in your web page. And what is this that you are calling CSS? So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. So this is a tool that you normally use to format the layout of a web page. And there are three ways that you can be able to use CSS in your page. The first one is what you are calling the inline CSS. We also have the internal CSS, and you also have the external CSS. So without wasting much of your time, we are going to go straight to demonstration. So today I'll be using what we call the Visual Studio. It's something that you can be able to go to the internet and you'll be able to download. But just like I said in my previous video, if you have watched the first video on this playlist, is that if you don't have Visual Studio or you cannot be able to access the internet to download, you can use the notepad that is available in your computer. So to start with, you're going to go to File, and then you're going to create a new file, and then we are going to select the language that you want to use, and we are going to click because we want to use HTML. Then the next thing is that we are going to save our file. So we are going to save our file. So in our file, we can replace this one that you already have here. So once you do that, you're going to get a page something like this. So the next thing is that you're going to write the basic structure of HTML. So we start by defining the document that you are typing. We start with the document type. And one thing that you're going to find with Visual Studio is that once you start typing, a tag is able to complete the tag for you. So you go to HTML, and then once you close the opening tag, is automatically going to create the closing tag for you. Then inside the HTML tag, we are going to create the head section, and then inside the head section, we said you're supposed to create the title of your page, and the title is what is going to appear on the title bar of your page. Maybe this one you can call it my page. And you also say that anything that you want to be displayed in your page should be inside the body tag. So you're going to define the body tag like that. So if you look at this page so far that we have, if you happen to open the page, so if you happen to open the page that you already have, pardon for that, let's refresh. So you're going to see that you have a blank page because there's nothing that we have entered in our page. So we can add maybe a heading. Remember, we said you have 6 headings. And this one, yeah, you can call it using CSS in HTML, and then we can save, and then we can refresh. So you're going to see that you have that text here. So for my case, I want to change the background of a page, and last time we were able to see how you can be able to change the background using a solid color, using a single color. Today I want us to see how you can use more than one color in your page, and that one will be a good way to see how you normally use CSS. 3 ways that you have seen that you're going to use the CSS. We've seen the first one is called the inline CSS, and this one is put inside a HTML tag. So you're going to put an attribute, and you're going to write the style, and you're going to say the style will be the background image. And what we are trying to do here is we are trying to put more than one color, and then what we want to put is we said image, and then you want to use linear gradient, and then you want our gradient to be from left to right. So you are going to say to right, and then we are going to choose the color that we want. So you can use color red and color green like that. And then we said you have to close your tag or your CSS with a semicolon. So you're going to save our work just like this, and then you're going to come back to the page, and then you're going to refresh, and you're going to see that we have been able to put 2 colors using what we are calling the inline. So this is the first way that you can use CSS in your page. Then the next way is the what you are calling the internal CSS. So you can copy this one, you can cut this one because we don't need this one again, and of course you are supposed to close this one. So when you want to use the internal, that is inside the HTML page, you come to the head section and you're going to define the style tag, and you're going to define what you want to change, because we want to change the body, and you're going to put this kind of brackets. Then you're going to copy what you copied, then this one you're going to remove because you're not using this style, and also you're going to remove these tags. So you have the style tag, and then inside the style tag we have the element that you want to change, that is the body, then the curly brackets, and then what you want to change, and then the properties. So because you already have red and green, this one you can change to another color so that you can be able to see the difference. So this one you can change to another color, so let's put like yellow, and also you can use what you call the RGB. So then you save, and once you save, you're going to refresh your page, and you're going to see that one, the internal CSS, is also working. So the third way that you can use to change or to add style or CSS to your page is by using an external CSS file. So we are going to create a new file, and our file will be CSS. So you're going to create a CSS file and you're going to save. So to save CSS, we normally call it a name. So it covers, you can call it style, you can replace this one that I already created. So the name of the file, and then .css, and then you're going to create, we are going to replace. And then one thing that you have to find with the external, you don't write the CSS tag. So this one you're just going to write the element that you want to change, then you're going to put this one, and then you're going to copy the code that you had copied. So this one, you're not going to use this one, you're not going to use this one, the style. So just like, let me do some formatting. So your tag will be, or your CSS file will be the border element that you want to change, then the curly brackets, and then the properties, the attribute that you want to change, and then the property that you want to change. This one you can change to another color so that you can be able to see if it is working or not. So this one you can change, and this one you can also use another color like color black. Then once you do that, you just save. And because this one is an external, there's no this page and this file and this are connected, so you come back to HTML. Under the head section, you are going to create a link. So you're going to create a link tag. So you're going to say link, and we are going to say what you want to connect. So we want to connect the style sheet, and then the hyperlink, you have to put the hyperlink there, and we are going to call the name of our CSS. So our CSS is called the style, sorry for that one, it's called the style.css, and then you just close. And one thing that you are supposed to know, if the file is not in the same folder with your HTML document, it's good you write the whole path. I'm writing this one because my CSS is on the same folder with the HTML. Then you're going to save, and then we are going to refresh to see if our page is working, and you can see that our page is working as expected. So what we have done today is we have been able to see how you can change the background color using more than one color. Then we have been able to see the 3 ways that you can be able to add CSS to HTML document. So just follow the steps that are followed and keep on watching. Remember to like this video, comment, and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your time.